Do you suffer with early extending, losing your posture in the downswing? If so, stay tuned for more. Welcome back to the TruGolf Academy. You've joined me, Jon Watts, today at Branston Golf and Country Club. Today's video is all going to be about reducing your early extension, losing your posture, ideally, in the downswing. So it's a fault that we see a lot, and I have filmed a number of videos on early extending, but it's a question I get a lot on social media. What would be your best exercise or exercises to reduce this? So early extending is where we see a player's posture change on the downswing. Their spine tends to straighten, their head moves away from the golf ball, they lose their spine angle. So we want our spine angle set around 50 degrees here. And we want to try and maintain that. What we see with some elite golfers is their spine angle going downwards on the downswing. What we see with a lot of amateur golfers who struggle with early extending is their spine straightens as their backside tends to push in. Now, a lot of this can be linked to our trail foot. So this video is all going to be about your trail foot. For me as a right-handed golfer, I'm talking about my right foot, the role of that on the downswing, and I'm going to show you a really simple drill, something you can do at home on the driving range and quite simply take to the course to improve the movement of that trail foot, which is ultimately going to help reduce losing posture or early extending. So the drill that we're going to be doing is grabbing one of our wedges, and so I've got my sand wedge here, and we're going to be placing it underneath our trail heel. And I have done this video or this drill before a long time ago, but it is one of my favorites. So simply we're standing on the wedge here, and we're trying to get the wedge to drop to the floor but near impact. So if you are someone where you're early extending, losing posture this way, what we'll tend to see is the trail heel come off the floor early as the player's posture is lost, and you'll see the club drop to the floor before I ever get to impact. So the role of the trail foot on the downswing, at the start of the downswing, I would still like the trail foot to the floor. I then want the trail foot rolling more inwards towards the lead foot. You can see that moves my trail knee towards my lead knee, and that gets my lead side clearing out the way. Now, you will be able to find some examples of some good golfers who get that trail heel up early and have more pressure into their toe. But we're talking here about the majority of golfers, not just the odd one or two elite that manage to make something work. So what we want to see at the start of the downswing is still the trail foot flat to the floor to around halfway down, and we're trying to get that trail foot to roll more inwards. So you can see the heel is moving, but my trail foot is actually rolling rather than just thrusting upwards as my hips push forward. So this exercise works really well, and if we can get that trail foot moving correctly in our downswing, so again that movement to halfway down, we've still got it flat to the floor, and then we're looking it to roll towards our lead side. It helps me clear my lead side, it helps me apply maximum pressure towards my lead side at impact. Again, I see a fault, a lot of golfers going early, staying on that left side and hitting massively down on it, or backing up. So again, this works really well on pressure shift. Let me jump in and hit one here, and this could be and is relevant with any golf club. I'm going to be demonstrating with a mid-iron, but it's just as relevant with a driver. So what you need to do is set up to the ball, so you're the right distance away for the club you're using. Simply lift your trail heel, put that wedge underneath, you can see it's up in the air. I'll just have a quick rehearsal move. Getting that feeling, keeping it down, it would drop nearer impact rather than pre-impact. Let me go ahead and just try and hit one for you. So that felt really solid, nice contact. I felt like I kept the wedge up in the air and it dropped nearer impact. Strike felt good, definitely ball then turf. Just a nice brushing of the turf. It didn't feel like, and you would hear the wedge drop early. You may even need to get it on video to double check that. But it's a great drill. to give you that sensation of keeping, oh, I'm going to hit one more, that trail heel down a little longer in your downswing to stop this movement. The hips thrusting forwards, early extending, the wedge drops. So let me set up to this again. Under that heel. And just get that feeling of keeping it down at the start of the downswing and then rolling that trail foot forwards, and that's really going to help me keep my posture. Again, that felt good, that felt solid contact. I felt like I managed to keep my foot applying some pressure downwards here and then rolling more into impact. I know if you can focus a little bit more on that trail foot in your downswing, it can really help maintain posture, stop this early extension that we see so many golfers suffer with. If you are suffering with early extension, I see a lot of poor contacts, quite often out the bottom of the golf club, and we could hit heel or toe, but really you're struggling to perhaps compress the golf ball and you're not really getting the contact, the strike that we're looking for. Again, looking on video and just looking if that spine angle changes, if your head moves up, if your backside moves forwards, would tell you everything you need to know. If that is linked to that trail foot, as it is with so many golfers, this drill is fantastic for you. If that video does help, please make sure you hit the thumbs up and do subscribe to my channel for all the other content every Tuesday and Thursday, as well as some Saturday specials.